What's going on, YouTube? It's a Super Narwhal here from the
Hey
Woats,
guys, how's it
and
going? Bubble. What?
what, dude? Come
What?
on, what, dude?
Okay, this is my intro. This
Alright,
is my
alright,
intro now.
alright, alright.
Okay, okay. So, hey guys, how's it going? Kerfuffle here, and I'm just wanting to introduce myself. I'm from the Woods. I'm the other member of our channel, and I'm happy to be bringing you a G11 gameplay from Nick. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring you my gameplay because the 16-0 gameplay on search was corrupt. So, well, whatever. I'll be sure to get one up sooner or later to show you guys my playing style. So how do we meet, Nick?
Um, well, as I remember it, I don't know. I think we've talked about this a few times. I always thought we met in 5th grade when we were in the same class.
Yeah,
And I feel like sometimes you
yeah.
said
You
it was
you were in the
4th.
class next to me, right?
What? No, I was in your class, Miss Allison, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 4th grade, I think, was when we were like next to each other. And we were really
Yeah.
good friends with these two guys, Mike and Tristan. You were better friends with Mike, and I was better friends with Tristan. So naturally, we just kind of agreed with them a little more when it came to arguments. So it ended up being me, like, just being like, no, Kyle, you're wrong a lot of the time. And that really
Even though
changed when
you
we
know I'm
had,
right.
yeah, you were right well, some of the time, we'll say. Not most of the time. About half and half.
Okay.
It was half
Okay.
and half. It was half and half. I did a little bit more, but I was right because I'm such a smart kid. Lol, 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 lol. Just kidding. But
Wait 1 second. Okay.
like, I think we really became like such good friends in 6th grade. As you remember, we had English together, Miss Langdork.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and
Yeah.
describe
That
that.
was a teacher.
Just go ahead, let it all
She was
out.
very. You would say. She was very. You would say grumpy.
Oh
She
God.
like every time you stood up or asked her a question, she'd be like, she would just completely reject you. Can I go to the bathroom, miss? No, sit down. Every time, no, sit down. Every question you asked her,
It's so funny because it's so
it
true.
was, you know. And
Jeez.
one of our friends, um, Will, she completely hated him.
Oh Jesus.
It wasn't even funny.
She did not like Will, and I really do think she wanted that kid to burn in hell. Um,
Oh,
I truly think she wanted that. Remember? Should we tell him about the Langdork incident?
yeah.
All
Well,
right.
she was always picking on him, so he decided to make up a little name for her.
No, that
And
was
one
no, no, no.
time,
This was
Nick was so used. No. Nick was so used to behind her back saying that the one time he raised his hand in front of the whole class and he said, "Mrs. Langdork," and then he went on with his math question.
no, no.
She was
That wasn't
really, I
it.
think, yes, it was.
No, I said that to her in math at the end of the year once, and she was not happy with that. I do remember that, but
That's exactly what I just said.
no, no, no. But it started because remember we were reviewing for like an English test one day, and Jeff decides when she says spell Langdon, and I obviously lost, so I didn't even finish the end or the N or whatever was at the end of her name, so it looked like an R. And Jeff decides to run up to the front of the board, write a K at the end of it, and then run back without anyone seeing him but me. Now I was very confused at this. It's like he's running up to the
Oh yeah.
board, putting a K at the end, and then blaming it on me. And she's like, Nick! I'm like, I did not do that. Really? So, that was always
Yeah.
a fun class.
Um. Yeah, that was fun. And yeah, so basically since then, me and Nick have been pretty good friends.
Pretty good is an
So a little
understatement.
bit about myself. I am a frequent tennis player. I love playing tennis. I play everywhere. I try to play a couple times a week. And I've taken Nick to the U.S. Open a couple times,
Trust me, guys.
and it's been fun watching some Federer and the play. For
Yeah,
those of you guys who don't know, those like they're in the top three players.
yeah. It's always a
So
great experience, really. Try to go. Well, he's invited me the past few years, and it's been a great experience. And yeah, I really can't thank him more for that. Probably end up paying him for something
You get me
eventually.
tickets to the Phillies game in return.
Yeah, I did that
So
like once.
that's always yeah. Oh yeah, remember when we went? Remember when we went to see the Yankees state? We went to the stadium.
Oh, the Phillies Mets game, yeah. So, do you want me to tell him or you want to tell him?
I'll tell them.
All right.
So basically, what happened is we were at the U.S. Open, right? And we were leaving, and my dad was like, "Let's go check out the stadium." And we're like, "Okay." So we knew there was a game going on, and Nick, while we were there, was saying, "Oh, I wish I could be at the game." That was the funny part. So we
That
go
was
across the
nice.
way, and we get to the stadium, right? And my dad's like, "Let's go take a look inside." And we're like, "What? We can't do that." And to our surprise, he takes out the tickets, and we get to watch the game.
And they were six
And
seats
that's it
right
was a great
down on the
experience
third
too.
base line. Second inning, all these Mets fans, they scored a run and they're looking at us with our Phillies gear. And they're like, ah, suck it.
Yeah.
And they're like throwing french fries at me because I don't remember who it was, but someone hits a home run. And I just stand up going, oh yeah, what up? And I'm like screaming and I just see french fries coming out of nowhere. And yeah, that was an enjoyable
He's not very
experience.
favored by the he's not very favored by the fans.
No, they didn't like me. I think when I'm older, I'll probably
Let's
end
just
up
say
getting into a fight.
he was a Yankees fan and he was in Boston, he would root for the Yankees openly.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's my thing. No, but the best part was his dad told us to wear our Phillies gear going up to the stadium, and like the day before, cause I slept over at Kyle's house, I brought my stuff, and he said, "Oh, bring a Phillies shirt," and I was like, okay," and it was just kind of like a random thing. And so I did it. He was like, "Hey, wear your Phillies gear today, guys." And we were like, "Okay, we're going to the U.S. Open. You might be a little crazy here." And we really had no idea all day until he pulled out those tickets.
I know, right? Yeah.
He fooled us. That was a
I have
pretty
to
good
say, it
one.
was an interesting time.
It was a great time. And then we had to sprint for the train because your dad can't walk, 15 miles an hour. He has to be running like 50
Yeah, he walks very fast. But Nick, tell him about the time where we went up on the bus.
on the bus.
You remember the bus?
Oh God.
You
All
remember?
right. Which part?
Yeah, yeah.
Which part? Oh wait, we're at the end of the gameplay, guys.
Let's just
Sorry,
start
and
with
we are out.